Do you have kids or?
I do. Fortunately, I was responsible enough of a parent to give my children up and let somebody else parent them and be a mother to them, because I was in no position to be that. I was selfless by giving my kids up, but I was selfish as being an adult being. I didn't have time for my kids, to put it honestly, you know, and I didn't have the capacity within myself to love my children the way they deserve to be loved.
Okay, here's my first question. How do you stand being away from your family? I mean, how do you do that?
It's tough.
It is.
It's very tough.
Difficult. So that's the most toughest thing for myself.
I'm used to it.
Why?
My whole family's been incarcerated since I've been a kid.
Do any of your children come to see you?
No, I have 5 children. I have twins too, and
Good
one of my
Lord
twins
in
have
heaven.
the baby.
You have
Yeah.
5 children.
Yeah, my kids are grown, and I have the 5-year-old baby. My children are grown.
And the baby?
And my baby, the 5-year-old, is with my 20-year-old that I came here to visit in Arizona. So she has my 5-year-old.
But how do you stand being away from your children?
That's hard.
I'm so used to the one that's been abandoned in my life, and it's by the grace and mercy of God. This time around, I abandoned. So, and I'm the one who's used to being abandoned, and I abandoned my family this time, so I feel really horrible.
For me, it's very difficult. Due to my circumstances, I don't have my mother's phone number. I don't have contact with my brother. I very barely have contact with my stepfather. So not having my freedom and being able to call anyone I want to, when I want to, is one of the hardest parts. It's extremely lonely to feel like you have no one. And when you're watching everybody else in the pod get on the phone and call their family, and you don't have one to call, is heartbreaking. So I think that's something that a lot of women here experience, because not all of us have families with money. Not all of us have families that write us. You have a little ink, let me see it. An E and a T for my twins.
For your twins,
Yeah.
8 years old. Is it boy, girl?
A boy and a girl.
Are you gonna try to get them back?
My rights have been severed. My rights were severed in October, but the foster mother is very kind, and she lets me maintain a relationship with my children, and my stepdad sees them often. So.
Do you like the mom?
Yeah, I've been writing to my kids specifically. I don't write letters to her, but that's a very good idea. I should probably work on that.
I said, do you like her?
Oh yeah, she's wonderful. She's amazing.
I've been doing this for like 33 years of my 58 living. I'm not proud to say that, and I know my daughters, I'm very lucky that they don't despise me or, you know, just literally not acknowledge me. I'm very lucky for that.
Came in here when I was pregnant. I did like my whole pregnancy here. They released me, and they gave me a chance, and I did really good. And then probably about 2 years after being out, I relapsed. And it took me 4 months to come back in here. I got a 12-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Girls, boys.
I got my 12-year-old is a girl, and my 3-year-old is a boy.
And do you get to see them?
I get to see my little boy. Yeah, but since what custody I'm at, he has to be behind glass, and it's kind of the waiting just to get into visitation sometimes is so packed, he doesn't have enough patience to sit and wait by the time they bring me down there. So most time, by the time I get there and see him, he has to leave.
Have you found women here that have been pregnant before in jail that have kind of given you some, you know, advice or spoken to you about what it was like?
We talked, but not really. We usually talk about how the kids are, and if we see each other ever again, we say, "Where's the baby now?" You know, a lot of us get our kids taken away for CPS. This time, I don't want to lose my baby. I want to keep my baby. So I'm hoping that, you know, with my plea agreement and everything, I can get out 10 months from, 6 months from now. So I got a year sentence, so that'll be about 10 months I have to do. But yeah, us pregnant women, we'll remember each other, because that's the hardest thing, is being pregnant in here. It's a lot of emotions up and down and stuff.
I have an 18-year-old daughter and a 15-year-old son. In spite of me, they've actually grown up pretty well. So my daughter has gotten accepted into college. She'll be going to U of A with a full scholarship next year. So I'm really proud of her. And my son is doing well as a freshman in high school out here. So, you know, but that's because their dad mostly has done a really good job raising them.